Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing our Championship Game Week 34 predictions. They are our mid-week games, so Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's going to be interesting. There's some big games, some very big games, should I say. And it's going to be very interesting to see who gets to win. I'm just getting the Championship table up. Should have done this before the video even started, but he really gives one. There we go, table. At the moment, no games have been postponed, but with this storm going around, any game could be postponed. It's like COVID. It's like COVID, a storm of COVID, but it's actually the weather storm. But yeah, should we get into Middlesbrough, the first game, which is Middlesbrough versus West Brom, and West Brom would drop down to 11th. That's mad. West Brom would drop down to 11th and teams above them have a game in hand on them. Middlesbrough stay 7th, 1 point off the playoffs. West Brom are 4 points off the playoffs. West Brom on a horrendous form. 4 losses and 1 draw in the last 5. And Middlesbrough are currently sitting on 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw. So, yeah. So, quite decent. It's average form. West Brom looking really shaky. I can only go for a 2-0 Middlesbrough win. West Brom are looking so shaky and poor. I think Ismail's been sacked, and Steve Bruce is coming. But what's Steve Bruce gonna do? He could surprise me, and West Brom could just win this game and win loads of games and go on a mad winning streak. But still, yeah, for me, Middlesbrough just have enough quality, have enough in the tank to get this job done. Moving on to Preston versus Nottingham Forest. Forest are 9th on the same amount of games as Cov, and Preston are 12th. So yeah, Nottingham Forest play 31 games, Preston play 33 games. And if Preston win against Forest, Preston could go ahead of Forest by a point. But Forest do have 2 games in hand, so it won't be too much. You never know, Forest could lose them both, I think. One of them's against Cov, I think. But it's going to be an interesting game. Preston are at home. 1-1 is on the cards. And I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Possibly Forest could go 2-1. Possibly. Could be a 2-1. But nah, 1-1 for me. I just think, Preston will just hold them in at home. But moving on to Swansea City versus Bournemouth. Swansea City, where are they? 17th, and Bournemouth are 2nd. It's looking shaky. To be fair, Swansea have had they're on a bit of a pattern here. A loss, win, loss, win, loss. Possibly they could win this, but Bournemouth won 3 wins in the trot. Had their game postponed against Forest. Blackburn. So it's going to be interesting to see who can win this game. Yeah, Bournemouth just have enough in the tank. They'll win this game. It's fair and square, It's going to be tough, though, for Bournemouth. They won't, thrash Swansea. Be pretty close, but I think they'll get 1 goal in the first half, 1 goal in the second half. Scrappy game. But yeah, Bournemouth, I think, have enough quality. Solanke, if he's fit, he's going to probably bag a goal. They've got some talent there. Their last game was a 2-1 win over Blackpool. 2 late goals. But should we move on to Bristol City versus Coventry City? Come on. Coventry City, you can tell by my review, I was pretty happy with that win against Barnsley. Apart from my my trip home, I was actually happy, their bus cock up. But anyway, enough about that game against Barnsley. It was a bit of a scruffy 1-0 win. We won though in the end. But Bristol City look decent. They're 16th at the moment. Coventry are 10th. We're only 3 points off playoffs, so this is a big game. Clinically, we have been poor clinically. Our clinical edge to us is poor. This will be uploaded after my preview, so you'll know my scores. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Coventry win. Come on, the Sky Blues. I am keeping the faith. I am posting this before my preview, but I'm going to upload this on Tuesday. Because it's half term, I can upload it any time on Tuesday before 7:45. That's the cool thing. And yes, my preview will be uploaded on Monday, and my review will be, and my championship prediction will be uploaded on Tuesday. But it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, this Cov side can beat Bristol City. Everything you need to know will be my preview. Moving on to Hull City versus Barnsley. Two teams down there. Barnsley last, and they gave Cov a real good game, didn't they? And Hull City 20th, but they're 13 points off relegation, and the 20th is such a difference. Like Reading are 5 points off Derby in 22nd. Derby are 22nd. They've overtaken Barnsley and Peterborough. Barnsley need a result. They didn't. They looked terrible against Cov. They didn't even have barely had any chances. But Hull City, I think Hull City will nick it 1-0. I think it's going to be difficult for Hull City to break down this Barnsley side. It was hard for us to break down this, but to be fair, it wasn't even hard for us to break down this Barnsley side. We just crap it. We're just not good at shooting. But enough about the Cov game. Barnsley, I think they're going down. I actually think they're going down to League One. Ishmael and Charlie Woodrow, I think his name is, left, and that just killed them. Why did Ishmael leave? I've got a West Brom job. No, who cares? You're doing something really well at Barnsley. Now you left Barnsley in the mud, and you got sacked from West Brom. You went there too early, mate. It's really cost Barnsley. And Woodrow left, that's cost Barnsley. But yeah, should we move on to the Wednesday night game? No, this is still the Tuesday night game with Reading versus Birmingham. This is 8 p.m. Reading, what a win. What a win against Preston. I think it was Preston. Yeah, 3-2 win over Preston. What a win. What a win. And that's put them 5 points clear. So if they lose this game, they don't need to worry about Derby hitting back at them. They can just go to this game and get a 1-1 draw. Actually, Birmingham I think will have enough. Just enough to make it 2-1. To be fair, I don't think Birmingham will score 2 goals. But I don't think they'll concede. 1-0 to Birmingham. It's going to be scrappy. Birmingham are 18th at the moment. No, they're not getting relegated. But they always say around 18th. That's such an easy team to predict. They always say around 18th. But Birmingham, I think, will get the win. Now, moving on to the Wednesday night games. So the first game being Derby Millwall. Derby just beating Peterborough 1-0. Derby had a red card and Peterborough had a red card. They're missing Tom Lawrence. Ooh. And they're missing Tom Lawrence. Yeah, Millwall will win 2-0. And Tom Lawrence is that critical in this game. Tom Lawrence is that critical that they will lose. They will lose. That's all I've got to say. They will lose without Tom Lawrence. Moving on to Fulham versus Peterborough. Is this another game where Mitrovic can go on a mad one and just score a bunch of goals? They did just lose to Huddersfield, but they'll make it up for a 3-0 Mitrovic brace. He'll be on 33 goals. He's an absolute machine in a championship, but he flops in the Premier League. It's difficult to watch Mitrovic just flop like that in the Premier League when he's this good in the Championship, but he flops in the Premier League. It's horrible to see. But yeah, Mitrovic gets 33 goals in only 34 games, and he's probably played less than 34 games. So I don't think he's played every game. So yeah, Peterborough, I think it's one of the three wins. Even Cod beat them 4-1. So yeah, for me, Fulham will win 3-0. Moving on to QPR versus Blackpool. Blackpool 15th, QPR 4th, but QPR just slipping. They drew to Hull. They're just slipping a little bit at the wrong time. I think Blackpool. It's a weird one. I'm thinking QPR will lose to Blackpool. Yeah, I'm actually gone for that. I actually think they will. I think Blackpool will beat QPR. That's mad. It's not on a good run of form, are they? Moving on to Sheffield United versus Blackburn Rovers. Sheffield United 6th, Blackburn 3rd. Come on, Blackburn Rovers. Come on, Blackburn Rovers. No, this game can't end 0-0, can it? I'm going to go for a mad prediction, 3-2 to Blackburn Rovers. This game has just got... All my other games have been 2-0, 3-0, possibly a 1-0. But yeah, 3-2. I think this will be one of the games where we just get surprised of how good it is, because it's such a tough game. Sheffield United 6th, Blackburn 3rd. It's going to be a massive game. Blackburn scored 45 goals and Sheffield United scored 43. They got goals in them. I think they will be a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 to Blackburn. If I get that right, that'd be bad. I'm moving on to Huddersfield Town versus Cardiff. And Cardiff, you see they are 19th, but they're not as bad as it looks like. They are a cracking side, Cardiff, and they're hard to break down. Huddersfield, they're a hard team to break. And Huddersfield are a hard team to break. So are Cardiff. It's got a 1-1 written all over it. I know Huddersfield are 5th, and I know Cardiff are 19th, but take the positions away. You get 53 and 36. That's 10. 17 points away. Only 17 points away. Only 17 points apart. That's quite a lot of points. But, Cardiff had a bad start. So, 1-1 for me. Moving on to Stoke City versus Luton Town, the last game. It's going to be an interesting one. Luton Town currently sit 8th. Stoke City 13th. Stoke City win this game. They go 1 point behind Luton. But I've just got a 1-1 written all over it. But yeah. That does wrap up the video. We'll see you guys for the table when I add up all these and calculate the table. I'll see you there. And here is the table if I calculate it all. I'll go through it because I'll just say it because some teams haven't. Alright, so 24 for me, Barnsley. 23rd, Peterborough United. 22nd, Derby County. 21st, Reading on 32 points. No. Cardiff City, 20th. Hull City, 19th. Swansea City, 18th. Bristol City, 17th. Derby, Birmingham, 16th. Derby, oh yeah. No. Oh my god, what's this, man? Alright, so let's just restart. Alright, so Barnsley, last. 24th, Barnsley. 23rd, Peterborough. 22nd, Derby. 21st, Reading. 20th, Cardiff City. 19th, Hull. 18th, Swansea City. 17th, Bristol City. 16th, Birmingham. 15th, Blackpool. 14th, Stoke. 13th, Preston. 12th, Millwall. 11th, West Brom. 9th, Nottingham Forest. No, 10th, Nottingham Forest. 9th, Luton Town. 8th, Coventry. We only got 2 points off playoffs. 7th, Sheffield United. 6th, Middlesbrough. 5th, QPR. 4th, Huddersfield. 3rd, Blackburn Rovers. 2nd, Bournemouth. And 1st, Fulham, of course. But yeah, that's the table. Derby will sit there, of course. Reading will go there. And yeah, it's all about that. But this thing, yeah. But look at that. Fulham will only go 2 points off if all my predictions are right. That's mad. But yeah, that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's been an interesting one. What's the game week we're going to have? I'm hoping for a good one. But yeah, peace out. Bye.